how do you guys actually recruit high school players? So is it a lot of time because there's the high school players reaching out to schools, and then there's the other way of schools finding high school kids. So how do you guys recruit?
First off, every junior college is going to have different scholarship situations. So, we're a Division 1 junior college. There's Division 1, Division 2, and Division 3 JUCOs, and that all Division 3 is like no athletic scholarships. Division 2 is like like athletic scholarship, and then Division 1 is what they consider full like scholarships. Meaning we have 15 LOIs, letters of intent that we can give to our athletes that give some sort of financial aid.
Wow.
Um, but each junior college at the Division 1 level breaks it down differently. So, like the majority of our scholarships come from the state of Utah. Understanding that each junior college is going to have like those different restrictions. Now, when it comes to high school kids, like in the state of Utah, for us, we have 7 Division 1 programs in the state of Utah, like NCAA Division 1 programs, and we have kind of developed uh, a reputation that our kids are good enough to play at the next level. They just might need a year or two of development. And so for us, we are really hesitant to offer kids as their sophomores, juniors, because we don't want to put them on the radars of the Division 1
Mm.
programs because selfishly we want them, right? But ultimately we know like, hey, if they're good enough to go to Division 1, they're probably going to go Division 1. So, but we definitely like myself and our other assistant, we both coach two different AAU teams, so we kind of have a good feel for the kids in the state, right? The very often are there kids that kind of fall through the cracks, like, hey, do you know who this is, or have you seen him play? Typically, we get a pretty good feel between the two of us, like, hey, here are the kids that we should be looking at. And so we kind of do our research. We'll watch them in summer ball. We'll watch them in the season. We'll obviously have those like we'll be talking to them and having, pretty frequent conversations, whether it's texts or calls, stuff like that. But we really ramp it up after their June, like after their the summer between their junior and senior year. If they haven't gotten Division 1 stuff, that's kind of when we really put the full court press to get kids in. Typically because at that point, Division 1 teams, they're like, hey, we're focused on this year. We're focused on, what's going to help us right away. And I think that they're not really thinking about high school kids in the moment. And so that's kind of where we've found our little niche of timing. We do get a million kids that reach out to us. I will say we try to watch everyone's film. Um, and in your highlight reels and all that stuff, like if you don't like if you it, we've developed a good enough ability to kind of read your skill set and your abilities within the first 30 seconds to a minute, right? Obviously we have like certain roster spots that we need to fill and we need to be like thinking about, hey, I need to look at a point guard or I need a big man. So like we'll put some more emphasis on kids that fit a certain need that we have. During our off season, we will host some like open gym pickup runs, something we're allowed to do that a lot of, Division 1 schools aren't really necessarily allowed to do. They have all these restrictions. So we host some of those. We give them that opportunity to play with our guys because sometimes like the film, it's hard to tell the level of competition you're playing against. We like to have them run with our guys and other guys that we're recruiting because then it gives us a better feel like, hey, how does he match up against the physicality of the dudes that we just got done coaching? Like, is he going to be able to hang with that? Again, the more you can like have like personal, like individual contact with a coach, the more helpful it is because, like I said, we get a million of those. Hey coach, check out my film stuff, and like they all kind of blur together, right? And so the more like if I'm at a high school recruiting event and you come up and introduce yourself to me, like totally fine with that, right? Because now, oh hey, this kid from this school, like I remember him. Okay, like when he reaches out to me, oh yeah, I remember having a conversation with him, right? So again, it's not a perfect science, but it definitely like the more you can get your game in front of coaches and build those connections and relationships. I might not think you're good enough to play for us, but when a coach calls us saying, "Hey, I need a guy," oh, hey, here's a kid that he wasn't good enough for us, but I think he's a good enough kid that he could help you. Stuff like that happens, and at the end of the day, like you're gonna at the junior college level, like you're gonna have to grind a little bit. You're gonna have to sacrifice and put yourself out there, and it's not always perfect. And you just gotta take the opportunities that you're given and run with them.